in passing, but when he tried to pass across his shoulders, that's when he started grimacing, he's favoring that arm. So that is something to look out for tonight.
We will certainly do that. Great to have Chris with us here tonight. Everybody's going to be keeping a close eye on Chris Paul. First shot attempt by Crowder. He is fouled by Anthony Davis. And right out of the gates, first possession of the game.
In your bag, just in case you need it in late game situations. So surprising that Vogel and the coaching staff chose to use it this early in the game.
Well, not to mention how it kind of takes the crowd out of it. There's about 7,500 fans at Staples Center tonight. They were up and ready to go, fired up to see the Lakers in person in the playoffs for the first time since 2013. And LeBron gets
and roll between LeBron. To see the lineups right now, who's on the court with Schroeder, Drummond, Anthony Davis, Pope, and James. But how do you play the pick and roll with two shooters, regardless of LeBron James, Devin Booker, and Anthony Davis? Would be a challenge.
Game one went to the Suns. That was Sunday. 99-90 was the final. Lakers were brutal from three-point range in that game as Anthony Davis. Watching Chris Paul here. Schroeder, an excellent defender. You see Booker and Paul with Bridges, Crowder.
A lot of those different movements of Chris Paul now be an indication on how he's feeling, you know, with his shoulder.
Chris Paul played just 23 minutes in game two. Crowder goes to the basket, and Drummond and Davis there to secure the rebound. The Lakers are massive, and they are going to put a lot of big bodies on the Suns once again. Caldwell Pope on the feed from AD. DeAndre Ayton clears it away. Now Chris Paul at the controls. Paul trying to get around Drummond, finds Ayton, got a mismatch there. And Ayton takes advantage of Dennis Schroeder.
But that was all set up by Chris Paul. Even two defenders with eyes on him. That allowed Ayton.
On to game two, we asked him about, does he counter with a small lineup? He said maybe, but he's concerned about the rebounding. So he is most likely going to stick with his regular
matchup, but in particular early in the game. That's in question as well, because Phoenix can't be a physical team. They haven't been like that all year. So you combat that by going smaller a little bit to move the size of the Lakers.
Davis misses a three. Ayton kept it alive, but right into the hands of AD. Cannot finish. Gets his own. Looking for some room. Anthony Davis coming off a big game two. 34 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Had 3 blocks in the game as well as Booker gets the friendly bounce for Phoenix. Booker, a 31-point game in game two as well. He has been electrifying in his first 2 playoff games. Schroeder for 3, cash.
In that CP, Chris Paul, what underneath game film, you see tendencies of your opponents. You try to take advantage of it. You know, a different energy, because then they become somewhat of an average team.
Foul on Caldwell Pope. That is wiped out by Andre Drummond as Booker was trying to go to the hole, and now the wise old vet
on the offensive board, but picking up those block shots are invaluable.
Lakers signed Drummond on March 28th. Has not been with the team that long. Remember, he started with Cleveland. Certainly has not been with LeBron and AD that long as LeBron James scores the layup inside.
Early, and it's important that Phoenix continues to respond to that. You can't turn it over against this Laker team.
Phoenix high turnover first quarter in game two. Lakers give it right back. So Ayton on the other end gets a steal. Here's Paul now. He'll pull the mid-range. Paul, he's looking pretty, kind of like a stinger. They're calling it a shoulder contusion, but he lost a little feeling in his hand. That was in the second quarter of game one, but he does look much improved as Drummond.
Andre Drummond, but when he gets his opportunities, he has to take advantage of them. On that last play, he did just that.
McHale by no good. Offensive board, Booker, and Booker comes up short. Ayton another chance, and a third part of their success this year, and he has played very well to start the playoffs. LeBron misses a three. There's Ayton who clears down the board. Typically, throughout the regular season, the Suns at a very slow pace. Obviously, Chris Paul with the Lakers, they haven't gone to the big lineup yet. But you might see the Suns play with a little more pace, or at least try to, against that particular lineup.
Well, that's how you see. I think this is a legal deep for 3-second call.
Hey.
Right, let's not forget about Dennis Schroeder not being in the line.
Mikal Bridges set up by Paul right right down the pipe for Mikal Bridges. Shot it at 43% from three-point range this year. As Davis inside, LeBron set him up beautifully.
The screen up top, normally he's more, but of course, two of the best in the game with LeBron and AD.
LeBron James, his first assist. Here's Bridges again, hot hand. Nope, missed that one. And there's Drummond with the rebound. Schroeder missing some time. 7 games, health and safety protocols really affected him as well. Here's Davis now, little fadeaway, not there. Ayton with another rebound already. He's racking them up. He's got 4 in the first 6 minutes and change here. Ball looking inside for Ayton. He just walls off Davis. Good recovery by the Lakers. Late clock now. Crowder's going to let it fly. And Caldwell Pope with the rebound. Drummond lost the handle and out of bounds, and the Lakers turn it over once again. Turnover number 4.
Defense. So what about the role players that may be stepping up tonight?
Yeah, Billy, and look, same story so far in that first quarter, right? LeBron, AD, and Schroeder combined for 22 of the 27 points. You figure some of the role players will settle in here at home. Stu, what do you expect to see out of those guys?
I expect to see them be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end because they've been so non-existent in the first 2 games.
Well, 0 bench points for the Lakers so far tonight. Just 2 for Phoenix. And a comedy of errors at the other end.
The attention on your stars, even your teammates start to defer too much. And I think that's some of the kids to be the focal point, but you've got to make yourself known as well.
Kuzma corner. That's off target. And Drummond tried to throw it down with one hand. Deflect. Now, the point guard, as he is known, Chris Paul with the corner. And the shot is down by
to the corners because they've got 2 guys, Chris Paul and Booker, who can get into the paint.
They were 7th.
All the defenders.
Yeah, see, they were 7th in the NBA in the regular season. And for the series, just 31%.
Actually, that's Caruso's second. He had that dive. And
oh, you're right. You're absolutely correct. You were absolutely right. Thank you, Stu. I think I was looking at Phoenix with no bench points here. Now they've got a couple. Here's the shot from the corner. Taken by Drummond. So Caruso with 4 points. LeBron James, he's open. Why not take it? He doesn't want it. Instead, it's Wesley Matthews going to draw the foul. Frank Kaminsky.
Yeah, he comes in for 8, and so what he'll do probably is stretch the defense. He likes to shoot the long ball.
College Player of the Year out of Wisconsin. Kane with that hit on his left side. Of course, he's a southpaw. Boy, he threw it up and in.
Off with Caruso seemingly right in front of him.
Lakers and LeBron. Little change of pace. Lob on it to Drummond. All too easy.
Like that. He can give the Suns the same kind of fits they've been giving him.
First playoff series for Phoenix since 2010. Right came to the Lakers. Contend for a title. LeBron to pick from Drummond, trying to bounce it to him as he rolled to the basket, and he kicks it out of bounds. Phoenix attacking, 6th ranked offense. In fact, they are top 6 both offense and defense with 4 teams in the league. Underneath the defense by Drummond. Number 1 rated Laker defense all season long. Corner wide open. Matthews from Braun. He can't hit it from downtown.
The Lakers are getting the opportunities. LeBron is setting them up.
Now they had a ton of wide open shots the first 2 games. And Chris Paul has hit 3.
The Lakers are actually out shooting them 52%. But we got a tie game.
LeBron and Steve coming around a pick. Kyle Kuzma picked up by Kaminsky. It's going to go the other way. 33-33 game. Chris Paul picked up by Drummond. He's going to try another one. First miss of the night. That's a good rebound by Kuz. Went up over the rim, went up the ladder to get it. Kyle Kuzma, 3 years at Utah. Going to get it right back from Wesley Matthews. They're playing into Drummond again. Drummond in the post. Drummond inside. Blocked by Kaminsky. Knocked out of bounds. Booker and Paul. Those are the lineups on the floor right now. 5 on the clock. LeBron with it right wing. Alone with Craig. He goes in lane, wanders in, and hits it off the front of the rim. Rebound to Chris Paul. His 2nd rebound of the night. Torrey Craig is open. Left side corner. In and out. And Drummond, all he does is collect rebounds. That's his 6th already. And he's especially dangerous on the offensive rebound end. Matthews. Boy, they don't pick him up. They allow him. They invite him to shoot. And the Lakers all of a sudden have gone a bit cold. Down to 45%. Paul trying to use his quickness, instead falls back on Drummond. One thing you can notice, Chris Paul is more active already tonight, though, Stu.
Maybe his shoulder obviously feeling a little bit better, but he's hurt the Lakers to start this one.
Yeah, I mean, just his general demeanor, much more active than it has been. Of course, he played 10 minutes before he hurt it in game one.
Look at the clock again. Down to 3.
Down to 3, and LeBron's going to have that tough fall away. AD will be in when it's dead for the Lakers. We've got 7:12, clock running. Staples Center, first time since 2013. Booker knocked away by Caruso. The Caruso defensively, and then they throw it away. It's 4-on-3. Coming back the other way. Lakers a little late getting back. They had already sprinted down to the other end. Down low, good pass under to Kaminsky. Can't finish. Taken by Drummond. He missed the gimme.
Lakers taking a timeout here.
So far, just 28% about McLemore the first 2 games. Why he wasn't in there, and finally, we'll see if he can get in there and get hot. Kuzma, now to Schroeder. Schroeder the fake. Wide open is Kuzma. On its way. Down it goes! So the 11 here in the second quarter overall.
It's just good to see someone other than LeBron and Anthony knock down a perimeter shot, and Kuz knocks down to 3.
Hand off now to Devin Booker, who's in there for the Suns, their leader as far as scoring is concerned. And a top 10 scorer twice in his NBA career, scored 70 in one game. That is Crowder to beat the clock. And rebound to Ben Mack out of Kansas. His only playoff experience was last year with Houston. Anthony Davis, count if it goes. It does.
Got a game hot 12 right now.
Yeah,
he's got to continue, though, to be aggressive.
That's the game where the Lakers shot 41 free throws themselves. That's what we've been getting.
Draws the defensive center, and that frees up 8.
His 11th dunk of the series to go with 8 layups, 2 hooks, and 1 jump shot.
Yeah,
That's going to turn over. Chris Paul wanders in. Good touch pass that time by Booker. Jay Crowder underneath. Boy, how did that get through the Laker defense? And it's...
He may not ever miss again. He's 5 for 5 in this game.
I mean, it's just nuts what he is doing efficiency-wise. I mean, granted, most of them are in and around the rim, but he is finishing. That's a name.